Hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone is staying safe. And most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Kieran and Age of Slanesh, hello. Nick, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. We're going to be painting up some Daughters of Cain, continuing on getting my army ready for the Hobart GT. John, hello again. Nice to see you again. I forgot my goddamn water. Again. I get situated, set up, and I forgot my water pot. I did that yesterday. 2 seconds, everyone. God damn. Forgot my water pot again. Sorry, everyone. Have to. Hope we're all doing well. Alrighty, so continuing on, getting these Doomfire Warlocks done. But yeah, how is everyone today? What are we up to? What are we painting? Making some mac and cheese. Nice. Mac and cheese is always good in my books. Yeah, so wow, Yeti picked up the ball. Sounds like a good day for your Yeti. Nice. I mean, makes sense he's got the Juggernaut skill now. Yeah. So, what is everyone else up to? What have we all been? What are we hobbying on today? Wherever you are around the world, what are you hobbying on? Nice, Steve. You're working on some Graveyard. What are those Graveguard for? You got just adding to your army, or you got an event coming up? You've got something, a list planned or something? No, you're building a Vampire Count's army. Awesome. Certainly just building up your army. Nice. I need to get a little bit of my metal out because there's metal on these dudes. So, plate mail metal from the army painter. I think this has pretty much replaced lead belcher in my painting thing now. It's just a nicer overall color. So, but yeah, I did sign up for another tournament, so that's now 4 tournaments I've signed up for. CanCon tickets went on sale today. I didn't actually had a chance to go to the largest Age of Sigmar event in the world, and I chose not to. I was talking about this last night, how like I can get Age of Sigmar events and Warhammer 40k events all the time. There's a Conquest 2 a day event happening at CanCon, so I signed up for that, of all things. So I'm going to go play some Conquest. Get a 2-day event. So that will be a ton of fun. Something a little bit different. But yeah, so it should be a ton of fun going and playing that. So I'll probably take Old Dominion, I reckon, for the Conquest event. Got some cool minis I want to paint up for. I've got a nice scheme. Be nice to go. Yeah, that should be a fun experience playing a different game system, one I've not attended an event for before. I was going to do Kings of War, but there's Kings of War events that happen, so I've seen more of those about. This is the first 2-day Conquest event in Australia, so I was just like, and I've got more Kings of War, more Conquest than I do Kings of War at the moment, so it's just like, I know I have fantasy models that I could use, and I can really use whatever I want, but enjoy playing Kings of War with Kings of War minis, if that makes sense. So we're just finishing getting all the base colors on our Warlocks. I've pretty much done the skin. If you're joining us to hobby and hang out, say hi. Let us know what hobby you're working on. Let us know where you're watching from. Always nice to see where everyone's from. Yeah, so got this army to finish up. I hopefully can get this done this week. Should be not a problem. I'm finishing up this army this week. Witch Elves are 99%, probably 90% done. Warlocks are probably about a good 60 or 70% done now. Magnets on the way. Express posting some magnets over. Just can magnetize the army up. Reverend, hello. How much mac and cheese have you got there, John, eh? Reverend, hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. And so, yeah, I signed up for a Conquest event. Be my first event playing Conquest. I'm really, really excited to get that. So, Just the one box. Love it. Not really relevant. We just sort of started. CanCon tickets went on sale today. I had a chance to sign up for the Age of Sigmar event. I chose not to in the end. Like, I was umming and ahhing what I'm going to do with CanCon, but I think I took my advice yesterday where I was like, I can get an Age of Sigmar event regardless any time of the year I want. It doesn't have to be a 220 player event to be great. And I'm like, there's a Conquest event. So I took that. I would say you could quite easily make that Age of Sigmar combat patrol work in 40k. You'd use the Arcanines as cultists. Quite easily, I think you could make that box set work in 40k. Was quite surprised we only saw Zinch, though, not Lumineth and Zinch books coming out. But so I was quite surprised by that. Maybe they might be stretching it to over 2 weeks, which would be an interesting way to do it. Maybe they've just not got enough releases. They're sort of giving themselves an extra week. I mean, smart by them if they've got. Nice. That'd be a cool look, John. Nice. It's such a cool box set. I've been loving the stuff for Kill Team, like the unique Kill teams that have come out. The Eldar Corsairs are amazing. I'm thinking I will next year. We'll see how things mature. Whether or not I want to, like, it's not a lot of love in like hosting a tournament. It's a lot of work. I guess it really depends like how much I need to do like here on the channel, because end of the day, this is what brings in my work. I don't know, like tournaments are fun, but they don't bring in revenue. Like this, if like a tournament affects me being able to do this, I'll do the tournament. But yeah, we're looking at something. Hopefully, I can get what I want off the ground. If I can, it'll be really fun. But yeah. I wonder, it's just whether it's feasible to run it again. But if I can get what I want off the ground, I think it really will be to run the tournament again. Ow. Bugger. But yeah. Struggling my throat or something. Yeah. I'd like to run a tournament again. I'm just definitely looking to get more help with them now. I think is certainly the way to go. But I'm signed up for a bunch. I got 4 tournaments I'm now signed up for. Got Hobart GT in a couple of weeks, and then got a 40k and an Age of Sigmar event, both here in South Australia. And I've signed up for CanCon as well in Canberra. So we are going all out with events. I got 4.
What's my plan for 20k subs? I have no idea, man. That's a long way off. Probably 15k we might do something. I don't know. No idea yet. We've got to get somewhere close before I start thinking about that. Only just hit 11k, so we're a while off of 15 yet. We've got 4,000 to go. Who knows? We'll see how we go with all of that, I guess. I think that's a little long way off. Might organise a big game or something. Nice. Funny enough, I have a mate who works on World of Tanks. Or at least was working for World of Tanks. Good friend of mine. Well, technically, this they've been pushing this as Warcry Second Edition. Now the current one, so I would say it has got a second edition. It's not much of a big change because, honestly, Warcry didn't need a big change. But it's definitely had a new edition. So. it pretty much is the only big change. There's like a few cleanups of a lot of rules, like cavalry can now go upstairs. They just can't climb. And flying models can carry treasure, but they can't carry it and fly. So they lose the fly rune mark if they are carrying treasure. I wouldn't say Age of Sigmar is fine. Like Age of Sigmar certainly has broken rules in it. It's definitely in probably a better state than 40k. There are definitely problems with Age of Sigmar. I'm going to be honest though. I went to a 40k event for the first time. I played not that much 40k. But honestly, I really enjoyed myself at the event. I had a really, really good time playing 40k. I don't know. I had a good time with 40k. I will say, like, I didn't feel like, for having played like 3 games of the current season of 40k going into that, and not many of them liked. I did all right. I finished all my games on time. I was never timed out of a game. I finished 5 rounds every game. It does seem to be the thing, and that normally happens. Like, there's a time when people were moving, like Age of Sigmar players were moving away from Age of Sigmar and going to 40k. Definitely happened during the pandemic. Blood Bowl is not balanced, but that's intentional. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't think Middle Earth gets away with a lot because there are some broken things in Middle Earth. Without a doubt, there are some really broken things in Middle Earth. Same with Warcry. I think it comes down to how competitive those communities are with their games. Age of Sigmar and 40k see more broken stuff because those games are played by more people that are aiming to play competitively. You see that broken stuff come up more. Where there certainly are combos in Blood Bowl, in Warcry, in Kill Team, in all the other game systems GW produce, it's the fact that you don't have that mass community really pushing for a competitive scene as much as 40k and Age of Sigmar. And that's why a lot of other games look well as well. Me and Nick have played plenty of other games, and there are certainly things I would say are really powerful. Like, I'm sure you agree, Nick, the Goblin King in Moonstone combined with the Giant Ribold is incredibly powerful. But we're not trying to break that game by playing that. We're just doing the rules as they are. But that is an incredibly powerful combination. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love War of the Ring. Now that, I think, is one of the best game systems GW have ever produced. But yeah, I think that's a big reason people see 40k and Age of Sigmar getting broken as much is because you have more eyes on those game systems. People try more to break those game systems. And you would find, like, let's say, for instance, Middle Earth is the most played board tabletop game. I know there are broken stuff because I have a group of community players that play Middle Earth quite competitively, and there is some broken stuff in Middle Earth. But it's not talked about as much. It's not, the game's not seen in that way as much because the community is smaller. Yeah, all in one book games definitely have a thing for me. Like, there are certainly broken things in Blood, but yeah, there are certainly things in Blood Bowl that are broken. Wood Elves, like, for ages, have been widely renowned as busted good. Not quite as bad in the current edition, but in like Blood Bowl First Edition, that people raved about Blood Bowl First Edition. Wood Elves were so busted in that game, so busted. It's not funny how busted they were. They were worse. Like, they were worse for Blood Bowl than anything Age of Sigmar or 40k has seen recently. Didn't used to work as well back in the day. It's better now, but yeah, they were really, really powerful back in the day. Nice. We'll come back to this conversation after Nick's played them tomorrow. But yeah, I think that's a big point of why 40k and Age of Sigmar always seem to get the game's broken, because there are more eyes on it. Robin, hello, mate. How are we? Hope we're doing well. Painting more Daughters of Cain, or in this case, Sons of Cain, because I'm painting up my Doomfire Warlocks. Fun. That sounds like a lot of fun there, Robin. Oh, nice. Good, solid couple of boxes there. Yeah. That is a very good carrot to get it done. But yeah, so we're slowly getting all this stuff done. Warcry is a good game, man. It's certainly not the most deep game. Like, it really just comes down to activations. It is what the game is really about. Like, there's not a lot to Warcry. Like, without a doubt, it is by far not the most tactically complex game. But it just comes down to trades and activations and movement and pre-planning, use of your dice. It's a nice, simple game with mechanics that work really well and make for a fun and interesting game. Like, there's enough meat to it to make it interesting without too much that it becomes, a burden to play. Yeah, this week we're going to stream through just because, well, I'm painting minis anyway. So at this point in time, this week there's just going to be lots of stream. When there's events coming up, you'll see. Trying to get sort of into a rhythm of what I'm going to do stream wise, figuring out myself. What's better is all those rules are free, Robin. So now I need my oak brown. So yeah, now I got some wood to do on the couple of them that have the actual crossbow handbows modeled on them. So using oak brown from the Army Painter again. Really nice little brown. This is a super solid brown. Now it's been organizing terrain. I have so much terrain I got to get organized. Yeah, I've got to organize through my terrain at some point. feel like that'll take a bit. Yeah, that'll be a big plan, is getting finished painting a lot of it up. I need to get more display cabinets. I've actually run out of display space for my armies. So that'll be a big part of reorganizing the terrain. I'll be reorganizing underneath my table. So the shelving I've got there can actually go to armies and not terrain. So I'll try and work underneath my game table will be where my terrain gets stored. So I've got a bit of reorganizing to do in the hobby room. Nice. But yeah, so get these guys, the Daughters of Cain, done. That'll be moving on to Space Marines for a 40k event next. Try and smash out a couple of other small games models in the meantime. So I bought something cool for the end of the year. I'm going to set up a Christmas tree in the games room. Because I'm going to make Warhammer Christmas decorations. So for example, so this is going to be something cool. Now you're going to see. I do think it's a 50mm base that fits in these. But just an example. So I think I can fit 50mm bases in there. I'm going to model up, make them all nice and different. Might even make some into snow globes. Robin, P.O. Box? No, I just have my home address. But yeah, I'm going to make some Warhammer Christmas decorations, and maybe at the end of the year, these might go on sale on the website, and people can buy little Christmas decorations. So I might make these up. And maybe we'll give after Christmas, I'll sell off all my Christmas decorations. You can have a Warhammer Christmas decoration for the year after, and maybe we'll donate the money to a Christmas charity or something. Something like that. There's always like good little charities to donate that sort of stuff to around Christmas. Even like something like Vinnie's or St. John Paul's, which are like a lot of shelter homes and stuff like that. Robin, I would greatly appreciate that. Send me a message on Discord so I remember to, after stream, to shoot you a message. All right? Ashwood, we're painting some Doomfire Warlocks from the Daughters of Cain from Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I was just showing off an idea I have. Yes, Robin, what is your odd request? As long as it's not to take my shirt off or anything like that, we're all good, buddy. Nice. Dude, I collect it as well. It's great for basing. No, no one wants to see that, Nick. If you want to see my shirt off, you can subscribe to my OnlyFans. I do not have one. That sounds pretty awesome, man. Dude, I will 100% send you one over. That's actually really cool, man. Nice. I will go get some. Dude, 100% will send you some dirt. That's actually really cool. I like that so much. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I'm sending it. I'm pretty sure Robin's from America. I can send him whatever. Yeah, also, like, I'm sure you can get away with you just, like, sprinkle a little bit of dirt in, like, your postcard. You just put a card in there and sprinkle the dirt in there. Yeah, Australia's like so strict on that stuff, but I guess it's like a little bit different because you have land borders in America. We don't in Australia, so Australia's like import stuff here is so strict because we are isolated, like, and we've got our own ecosystem that doesn't get affected. That it's a preposterous thing, but like America could one day have anacondas. Yes, they live in Brazil, but there's every potential that that species continues to move up forward. There's every potential that that America one day has, like ocelots or jaguars in it. Just due to it has a land border for those creatures to eventually travel up to. You could one day see Argentina has polar bears. I don't know, like maybe not polar bears. That's a little bit extreme, but you get what I mean. Like for us here in Australia, they're so strict with border control and what comes in. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's like an interesting thing. Yeah, I know, like, there's particular countries, but yeah, it's yeah. We have we do have problems. We actually our fairy penguins, which are like these tiny little adorable penguins. They're called fairy penguins, and we're having massive issues with our communities of them. That we're having to take them into inland, like saltwater islands, to keep them away from the New Zealand fur seal, which has just decided to come into Australia in record numbers. But in that case, nature's also sort of culling that because now we've got great whites in record numbers and bronze whalers in record numbers. We now got shark record numbers down in here because these New Zealand fur seals have come across into the Great Australian Bight, which is like the big cut out of South Australia and WA, Western Australia. And so it all works out there. Oceans are much easier to maintain. They sort of, correct themselves a little bit easier. Yeah, dirt's interesting. Like, and you can also you can kill everything in the dirt. You can I have no idea with gunpowder because I don't have any. I don't even know what gunpowder. What is gunpowder? Honestly, about the same. Just quickly looking at a couple of things, looks about the same. Gunpowder is, yeah, it looked a little bit. There were some that were cheaper. There were some that were about the same space, same cost. I am not a big Gundam person. I don't like mecha. I just never really. Yeah. Won't be surprised, Nick, to see GW bite on it eventually, to be honest. Like, it would be pretty sweet, Revan. Yeah, that'd be pretty quick. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see like GW bite on that. Like, the Joy Toys are doing like really well for them. I've thought about getting one for myself recently. Nice. Have a good one, Nick. I'll chat to you later. I will be live again tomorrow night. Oh. But yeah, if you're live with us as well, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It helps people come see it. So Revan, I do not get sent anything by GW. Everything I do is paid for by me. GW don't send me any stuff. I wish I got early release stuff so I could not have to scrounge through leaks to do my content to get it up in time. But it is what it is. If you'd like to bug GW to tell them you want to see stuff on Cinderful Gaming and see early release stuff here, go bug GW for us. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I don't want the idea of feeling pressured that I have to do stuff for GW. In the end, it all comes out, and my videos aren't, like I'm not doing book reviews and stuff like that. I see the stuff come out, all the reviews from other people, and I just put out my content. GW have been very closed on that sort of stuff lately, just due to all the leaks, all the big leaks of 40k. So I don't know whether they're not signing anyone new on. Look, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting free, like a company sending out free stuff. Like, I won't say I've not had stuff sent out for free by companies. Parabellum sent me out the latest Conquest First Blood. I have an affiliate link with Parabellum where if people use my affiliate link, I get a kickback that allows me to make more content for my channel by giving me a discount on stuff from Conquest. I've got sent stuff from Moonstone. And I've got sent stuff without a doubt. But I do make a point to contact companies that I like to work with. I never ask for free stuff. Companies have sent me out free stuff. For the most part, most of the Warhammer I get, I've paid for. Oh yeah, like I say, like Parabellum sent me out. Make no mistake, like if someone sends me out stuff, I say, "Hey, Parabellum sent me out this." But I don't sign any contracts that would make me have to say positive stuff about something I'm not fond of. And if I'm really not fond of a product, I wouldn't ask for it, or I wouldn't I would turn it down. No, I'm not going to go. But, you know, it's a little bit better because I honestly don't buy Games Workshop books anymore. So I'm sort of happy I don't get them because I wouldn't buy them if I could. Oh, it's interesting because like a lot of Japanese culture really sticks within their same markets. They don't like to explore, would be the word I think to use. So it'd be interesting. But tabletop wargaming is something new to a lot of Asian markets. I'm in actually a Discord server that a couple of people from, I hope I'm not getting this wrong, I think Philippines or Vietnam have started, and it's really cool, like seeing it grow in Asia. But tabletop wargaming in Asia is a relatively new thing. Like the Japanese scene is slowly growing. I don't know anything about China. I know of people that play in Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, and even I know a couple of people that are from India. But yeah, tabletop wargaming in that area is relatively new, and that is the biggest market for things like Gundam, Pokemon, anime style stuff. That is their big market. Yeah, there would need to be, and I think like strong market research, because there's no like a company can't survive if its local market doesn't want its product. So, you know, and that doesn't have to be local to country. Like, as long as it's selling in Asia, they would succeed. But it wouldn't be a feasible thing for them to do if, say, the Asian market was not there and they had to ship everything to Europe to make profit. That would not be feasible. Like, it would fail. Yeah, they would have to change how the models work. You would need to have it interchangeable. Yeah, like yeah, it certainly would be interesting. Like we have had a couple of animes, like we do have, or we've had some, and we have one, I would say, anime style game on the market. That one game that's currently on the market is Infinity, and Infinity's popular. It's definitely doing well, but it's definitely not like anywhere near GW's level. Like it's nowhere near a threat to any sort of community GW has built. We had another one called Anima, and that did die a slow, painful death. We had the other one that they tried to start up, Relic Knights, which has just got so many issues surrounding it. I read so many bad things about that. I think a big issue for something like Gunpla 2 is current size of things is always an issue, because then you need to, are we having terrain for that game? That terrain now doesn't work with other systems. That's why a lot of systems keep the same scale, because if you come in with something, or at least like near enough, if you come in with a drastically different scale game, you need to make a game board that works with your game that is now different than the norm, which means people have to specifically go out of their way to get a game board for your game. Well, we know the next one after that is Slaves to Darkness. We know that's at the end of the year, and that's the last one. I don't think we're going to see many Age of Sigmar codexes early next year. Like, surely we have to be seeing Gloomspite sometime soon. I'm thinking like early ones as well. Maybe something like a Blades of Corn. Yeah, Legion of the First Prince is now a sub-faction within Slaves to Darkness, as it's, I guess, sort of always been. It's never really been its own army. But yeah, Legions of the First Prince will be in that book. That would be amazing, Steve. Like I wanted to say get need a new book, but I want to say that start of next year. John, yeah, I'm painting my Doomfire Warlocks. I've got my Witch Elves done. Pretty much done anyway. Last couple of bits and pieces for them. Got the Hobart GT in a couple of weeks. I'll be taking the Daughters of Cain to. Ooh, nice. Pick up some Skaven. Nice. I've got Beastman. What is it? Nurgle's the only one I don't have like a proper army of. I can play Nurgle in like Warcry, but I don't have like an Age of Sigmar style Nurgle army. I've got all the others. I've got Beast, Zinch, both painted up. Oh, I've got decent sized forces of the rest. Alright, so now we're just going to layer the red up. So I've got some Army Painted Pure Red. Nice. I've got to write. There is up here an Easterling force all painted up. And I've got a Rohana force I'm going to paint up soon. Yeah, man. I will certainly be planning to try and get some games on. I've got a good local Middle Earth community that I want to get on the channel and get some games happening. I've got to paint my Rohan. I've got what are the two singular Eastland characters called? Rutabi. I forget their names. I've got them to build and paint. But other than that, I've already got like Amdur, the beast that Amdur is. But I've enjoyed doing some Middle Earth content on the channel, so that'll certainly be continuing. Battlefield, Andrew, yeah, Battlefield season is certainly dangerous. Certainly be dangerous when I start putting out the getting started videos for all of them as well for you. But Battle Forces are always right. The two new Eastland characters on foot. There was two of them and they came together. I can't remember their names, but yeah, I've got them that are going to get built and painted. That would be amazing. Mega Gargant Battle Force would be a cool one. So it is. Looks like I forgot to change. One of those should not be out yet, so we're just hide one of these. That's better. Boom. There we go. Whoopsie. One of those shouldn't have been released yet. No, luckily it had no views anyway. So, oopsie doozy. You'll see what's coming out later today. It's just me clicking the wrong time. Yeah, it's all good. It happens. Mistakes were made. Just misscheduled one of them. Oh well. Alrighty, so alrighty. Well, we are going to call that it for the day. It's midnight here, so that is definitely time to hang up the paintbrush. Thank you everyone for coming, watching, hobbying, and hanging out with us. Always great to see faces that are new, faces that I remember from streams before. Don't forget, you can come help support the channel if you want. Get all the cool emojis like our YouTube members have, supporting us on YouTube members for as little as a couple of bucks down in the video's description, and come on our Discord server as well to come and chat with me and other members of our cool little community we've got there. But with that all out the way, all that shameless self-promotion, stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the great. Ciao for now. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.